Hello Sanjeeda, Riva and Shabana ji. So I watched the movie. मैंने ऐसे देखी है वैसे picture. So
That's a compliment.
मगर देखी तो सही ना.
देखी है.
देखी ना.
पूरी देखी है मगर ऐसे. So I want to ask the three of you. आपने जब shoot किया था, आप भी कभी-कभी ऐसे हो जाते थे?
नहीं, बिल्कुल नहीं.
I like that, Riva. बिल्कुल नहीं. आपको बिल्कुल डर नहीं लगा?
No, shooting में बिल्कुल डर नहीं लगता.
Wow. और जब आपने पिक्चर देखी तब डर लगा?
नहीं.
यार आप बहुत brave हो. बहुत brave हो. But I'll ask the ladies, Shabana ji, I'll start with you first. The unibrow, the change of tone, you really, I mean, managed to scare us all.
I'm so glad, you know, because when I read the script and I liked it and I felt, what is it that I can bring to the film? So I thought of her history and I said she should be a woman whose face reflects a history of the burden of guilt that she is carrying because she has this dark secret. And so I found everything, it just came to me naturally that everything about her will be heavy. And I think the topping on the ice cream was the joint eyebrows, because I don't know how it just came to me. I just felt that if I did that, my face would look different without having to do any kind of prosthetics or something. In a subliminal way, you feel this is a woman who just doesn't care about how she looks or what she wears, or she has completely given up on her femininity because of this dirty, dark secret that she has.
And Sanjeeda, your character, I mean, she comes across, she's silent, but there is so much of angst that she wants to just wants to like offload on someone.
I know. Well, I would take that as a compliment, Pooja, because I think when you're emoting something, you want to put your 110% into it. And it was high time, because I've done so much of TV that I wanted to do something different as an actor, just to prove myself, that this is what I can do and this is this is the extent I can go to. But I also want to give credit to the legendary actress what I had in the frame, because for me, like when I started hearing cinema from my mother, she would only talk about Shabana ma'am, and she'd be like, because she started watching only art kind of films, and that was for my mother, that was cinema. And I think I did mention it to ma'am also, that ma'am, my mom will be a proud mother today, because I'm getting to share the screen space with you. And there's so much to learn from that lady.
I know.
That if I have performed good, it's obviously thanks to her, and thanks to the entire team, because it was a very, very intense character. I had to speak less, but I had to emote more.
Yeah.
So yes, and I'm glad, because in a horror genre, you have to make it look real, because we are reacting to some unnatural incidences which are happening in the film. And if you've achieved to do that, and if you've seen the movie like this, I think it's a great achievement.
I mean, very true. And I'm now going to ask all three of you, Shabana ji, especially, I've never seen you in a horror film, though you have narrated horrific, things that have happened around us in the society, but they also say horror is a kind of genre that makes us address our fears and also the things happening around us. So, I mean, here it also addresses an issue which is still rampant. So what was your take that a very serious issue is being addressed through the horror genre?
Firstly, Pooja, I would hesitate to call it a horror film, because what happens is that certain images, expectations come with a horror film, because you feel a lot of prosthetics and then you feel that there will be jump cuts and stuff like that. This is more like a dark thriller. So although it is scary and it is eerie, thanks to the brilliant cinematography, I mean, the cinematography is really one of the heroes of this film. But the most important point, of course, of it was the issue of female feticide, which is addressed, which is an issue that I have been working on for many years now. I find it completely outrageous that in the 21st century, we see this existing around us, and yet sort of we take it along with other things instead of saying this is pure murder. You know, it is a patriarchal society in which a boy is privileged over the girl for just being born male, leading to such a horrendous crime. Now, I think Terry Samudra, what she did very successfully, she could have told this as a documentary, but she chose not to because she wanted it to reach out to a larger audience. And she has done it in a way that it makes a compelling story in which this message comes across. So I think she's been very successful in this because the writing of it is what enables this.
True. I mean, sure. I mean, you talk about ghosts and spirits, but the monsters actually are the human beings. They're capable of gruesome acts, and we blame it on the other, paranormal activities. So, Sanjeeda, what was your reason of saying yes? As you said, as a TV star, I know you do get typecast saying, ऐसे ही shows करते हैं, no? घरेलू बहू, reality shows, and this is something absolutely different. So, was this one of the reasons?
So
and
I think,
the enormity of the subject.
Yes, absolutely. So I think just Kaali happened at the right time in my life, where I wanted to do something challenging as an actor. And for me, it was a normal process with Puja. I had to audition for this, and I was like, "Nahi, nahi, main audition nahi karti," because I have done that before and I've been rejected many times. So I was like, "nahi, nahi, main nahi karti audition because वही select हो जाऊंगी, फिर आप लोग बोलोगे नहीं इस medium पे ना हम अभी TV actor को नहीं लेते," which I have faced that, and I've been very honestly speaking about it. So I just did my audition, and I was called for a meeting, and I got selected to be a part of this wonderful project. And yes, as ma'am said, I wouldn't want to put this in a horror genre. This is a dark thriller drama, which has its moment, which is it's eerie. You'll be scared of some really like I think the performances will really scare you. So
yes, that's what they did.
Yes, more than the incidents also, I think the performances will really scare you. And they did speak to me about the relevant issue, which was the female infanticide. And of course, I was aware of it, which was happening in our country. But then I had to Google it because my general knowledge is not as great as others. So I had to Google it. And it's, as ma'am said, that we, in this century, if we have to discuss something like this, and if we have to show in a film, and if we have to show in a film, and if we have to teach the audience that what is right, what is wrong, it's really sad. But I'm glad that I'm part of the project which has a social message to it.
True. And it was only last year, grandmother in Punjab, I had actually thrown 2 of her granddaughters in a canal.
Yes.
So when I was reading, and I was like, I mean, when it happens today, हम लोग सोचते थे पहले होता था, people have
बिल्कुल अभी भी होता है
हाँ
और ये गांव में नहीं, ये बहुत घरों में होता है,
शहरों में भी होता है.
Yes.
बच्चे कर लेते हैं बेटे में, which is true. Riva, I want to ask you, what was it like for you? The audition happened, and working with such great actors, what was it like on the set? And do you read horror stories?
Okay, it was really amazing working with everybody. Shabana Masi and Sanjeeda mom, they are so great and they love me so much. And
love you, team.
So much. And otherwise, while I had this much long hair, I had to cut them like this much, and like I really love my hair, but I didn't want to cut it. But then once I like got my hair cut, now I don't want to grow them.
Wow. अब शबाना मैम से पूछे, उन्होंने एक जमाने में इतने छोटे बाल भी करे थे.
गंजी भी हो गई थी, गंजी भी हो गई थी.
गंजी भी हुई थी.
जब गंजी हो गई थी तो ओले पड़े थे सर पे क्योंकि पिक्चर भी नहीं बन पाई.
वहाँ थी मैम, मैं वहाँ थी बनारस में जब ओले पड़े थे.
That's right. Yeah.
But ma'am, also, do you feel, as somebody who, I mean, I can call you an actor activist because you do raise your voice for issues, but do you know, we also make films on addressing issues. Do you think they manage to, change public opinion, or do you feel as actors we can only do this much?
I don't think it's it's not like a litmus test. It's the change cannot be brought about instantaneously. But I believe that all arts have the possibility to create a climate of sensitivity in which it is possible for change to occur. So it also depends on the emotional preparedness of the audience at that point. What is it that makes the penny drop. You can never say when the penny drops, but this is what actors can do. You can create this climate of sensitivity.
And Sanjeeda, also, I mean, are you also happy with the OTT platforms? Actors, as you said, audition करने में, you know, आपको वो होता था मिलेगा या नहीं मिलेगा. Up, you know, you've got a wider canvas.
Yes, of course. I think I feel extremely happy with the OTT platform because my back-to-back 2 films are coming. Tesh is coming on Z5 and Kaali is coming on Netflix, and they are really huge platforms. So yes, I think OTT in a way has helped many actors, and now I don't think people really care about what medium do you belong from. Like earlier, I think as I said, I faced issues like, okay, TV से belong करती हूँ, लेकिन अब matter नहीं करता कि आप theater से belong करते हो, आप film से belong करते हो या आप TV से belong करते हो. What matters is that what you can put it on in your performance at the end of the day, and you suit the character. तो जैसे मैं बहुत सारी shows देखती हूँ Netflix पे, अगर एक performer का एक scene भी होता है पूरे series में, but if he or she performs it well, they are noticed, and they are given due for that, which I feel really happy because. Pooja, there's so many young talent in different mediums, different platforms, and they just need that one platform, that one show. And I think OTT has done that to many actors.
True. Ma'am, what do you have to say for somebody who's been in the industry for over 4 decades? And I remember aapko pehle bolte the parallel cinema, the face of alternate cinema, you know, the pioneer. You and, you know, Smita Patil and Nasiruddin Shah were the pioneers of alternate cinema. Are you happy with the way things are as of now, and any change that you want to see?
You know, I would agree with Sanjeeta that an actor is an actor.
Yeah.
Never mind what medium she decides to perform in. So the magic of cinema is a very fulfilling experience, but so is the theater. And so is television. They all have their different techniques that you have to adapt to. What I think the OTT does today is gives an opportunity for 190 countries in the world to watch it at the same time. I mean, that's really huge. And because I think the OTT platforms recognize that the star is the content, not ABC star. And so you've seen a lot of new talent emerging in the writing, in the acting, in the technical field. And that is a symbol of growth and of embracing the future in which more and more, I think the way we see our cinema is going to change. And we have to be prepared for that.
Absolutely. And lastly, जैसे मैंने कहा था, मैंने पिक्चर ऐसे देखी, आप तीनों में से ऐसी कौन सी फिल्म है आप लोगों ने ऐसी देखी थी?
मुझे तो याद नहीं है, मगर सिर्फ ये पता है कि बहुत छोटी सी थी जब वो कौन थी बनी थी, और मैंने अपने बाल ऐसे फ्रेंच कट काट लिए थे, अपने आप को साधना डालती थी मैं तबीयतों को, और फिर एक पूरी जान की कुटीर में एक कैंडल लेके मैं जो हूँ करके घूमती रहती थी और लोगों को डराने की कोशिश करती थी.
Sanjeeda, आप?
Pooja, I'm a fan of more dark thrill kind of cinema. So I think I enjoyed watching Bhoot, Ram Gopal Verma.
That was good. Yes.
पता नहीं आगे क्या होने वाला. Bhoot was nice. Then even Kaun he made, which was really, really nice, man. So those are the kind of films I think that keeps me at the edge of the seat to watch the performances and film.
But you know, Pooja, there is, before we tune off, I want to say how impressed I was with Riva, because she was such a pro. I mean, she had to do really difficult action in the middle of the night with the rain pouring, her hand being bitten, but she was a total pro. Mark my words, she's going to be a big star.
Awesome, Riva. I'm waiting for your big star debut. तो आपने ऐसे कौन सी पिक्चर देखी थी ऐसे वाली?
मैंने ऐसी कोई पिक्चर नहीं देखी, बट जब मैं हॉरर फिल्म्स देखती हूँ तो हम पूरी लाइट ऑफ करके देखते हैं, एकदम ऐसा
और डराने के लिए,
और डरावना लगता है. बट मैं कभी ऐसे की कोई फिल्म नहीं देखी मैंने.
My God, but I agree with Shabana, ma'am. You were really awesome. And all three of you were all the very best. Lovely chatting
Thank you
with you.
so much. Thank you,
Thank
Pooja. Take care of
you.
yourself.
Bye.
Thank you, Pooja.
Bye.
Thanks,
Bye.
Pooja.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.